nothing really matters if you're not mine, right here, right now. And even if the world ends, then I'll be fine, no fear, no doubt. I know a place that sneak away, leave the pain, I'll stay with you. Let me hold you, close your eyes, we'll be reaching paradise. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. Yeah, I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. Heavy like a feather, you mend my heart right here, right now. I didn't even notice your medicine, no fear, no doubt. I know a place that sneak away, leave the pain, I'll stay with you. Let me hold you, close your eyes, we'll be reaching paradise. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. Yeah, I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on all love that making me feel alright. Be alright, yeah, I know we'll be alright. We are closing in on heaven, and I know we'll be alright. Be alright, yeah, I know we'll be alright. We are closer now than ever, and I know we'll be alright. Be alright, yeah, I know we'll be alright. We are closer now than ever, and I know we'll be alright. Be alright, yeah, I know we'll be alright. We are closer now than ever, and I know we'll be alright. I don't
Here we go. We are live directly for the Sunshine State in Florida. Welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach, Euro Coach Frenchy. Today, we are going to talk about the 10th game in NHL last night. We have a special guest, Andrew Lepage is going to be with us. He's going to join us about 10-15 minutes. We're going to review the Montreal Canadiens last night in OT. We're going to talk about the Division Pacific, where it's getting hot over there. The loser of the last night, I believe, it's, of course, Vancouver, because they lost their game. And, of course, the Nashville lost in OT. So, a couple of teams like Vegas survived, honestly. A couple of surprise game last night, where our prediction for my part was not very good, to be honest with you. I think I finished with 4-6. This is because the NR Tap, but don't tell him about that. NR Tap mess my head every day about my picks, but don't tell him, right? It's between you and me. But also we're going to talk about different injuries around the league. We're going to talk about Artturi Lekonen now, and a lot of trade deadline, a lot of players right now. We have a new defenseman, maybe the best defenseman is on the market right now after he stopped the negotiate. And where Claude Giroux is going. We're going to talk about this. And at the end of the show, we're going to do the Frenchie under, over, or exact. And today we're going to talk about a special events. And it will be 3 great questions. I think you're going to enjoy those questions. I think it's fun. And the people love it. And, of course, we have the winner of the weeks from Monday to Thursday. And we accumulate them now. And we'll give you all the results at the end of the month, everything on that. So that's what's happening on the show today. We'll be back at 6 o'clock tonight with Mr. NR Tap for the prediction of the NHL game tonight. And finally, what are you doing tonight, Coach? I don't know yet. 9 o'clock, play-by-play. I don't know. We'll decide what we're going to do during the day and sing about that. But we have a few people already in the house today. Not many yet. Hopefully, we're going to get more people, but it is what it is. We are at 4103. We crossed the 4100 subscriber. Don't forget, please, to subscribe to the show. And then, of course, click on the likes if you are here. Welcome in the Hockey Nation Live Show family. We are special here. We have a great people, and because they respect each other, and they are great to be a part of that family. So thanks again to join us this morning. But we have to welcome directly from upstate in New York. Welcome back, Mr. Jose Duarte in the house. You are awesome, Miss Kelly. Welcome back. Yes, exactly, Kelly. It's all because in our tap, and me too, Jose. Not a very good night for my prediction, like you said about that. And we have Mr. John Gregas from Boston, Massachusetts. And I feel like that's what we have so far. So not many. Run with Kings 20. Wow, he's smiling from Utah this morning. Welcome back, Mr. Ron. I really did not watch the game last night between San Jose and the Kings, honestly. But the final score, shootout for the Kings, 3-0. Really important. Keep them in the race. What about the Edmonton Oilers? Win the last 4 games. Nobody talk about this. They have so many problems over there. The defenseman, the goaltender. It's a long season. It is, at the end of the day, it's a long season. And then we are getting to the stretch of the last quarter of the season. The next 23 game, whatever, how many games they have, is going to be a really big factor to be where they're going to finish. And again, they're going to start the playoff. And it's going to be really interesting. We are about 2 weeks at the end of the March, and then the last month in April, and then we're jumping for May. And I can wait to see that. So what's happening with the trade deadline? What's your schedule, Coach, this weekend? But first of all, we're going to be back tonight. I believe, honestly, more like 9 o'clock. But not with Andrew and Otap. I don't want to, get them more hours, what they do, honestly. But we'll be back Saturday night for the Montreal Canadiens game. And then Sunday, we're going to be back with the Let's Talk Montreal Canadiens at 9 o'clock p.m. And then Monday, we're going to be live at 12 o'clock until 4 o'clock afternoon for the trade deadline. I tried to invite some people around. So I'm working on the logistic of the day, honestly. I try to get a couple of scouts or a couple of people and involved in hockey to talk about and, be with us for 30 minutes, 1 hour, and go through from the 12 o'clock until 4 o'clock p.m. Could be 11 o'clock in the morning. We're not sure if I'm going to get there, but honestly, that's what's happening Monday, and will be the regular schedule. And then Monday night, Montreal play Monday night also. I think they host the Boston Bruins, so it's going to be a long day Monday on the Hockey Nation Show. We invite you to join us at any time during that day, so that'd be great. It was a good one. Ron said about the Lesson King. Oh my God, I only got four right last night. A lot of upset. Yes, I agree with you about Coach Flair last OMG. I was watching this game, honestly, Jose. I finished the night. That was my last game, honestly. That's the reason I didn't watch the Kings last night. And we have to give credit for Vegas, first of all. Vegas Panthers wake up too late, and they pushed too late at the end of the third period. And then Vegas find a way to come back, and they not come back, but find a way to never give the lead to the Florida Panthers. And we have to give credit for the rookie goaltender, Thompson, make the big save at the right time. And, Bobrovsky is right now hurt, or he's on the illness on that flight, on that side. And then Spencer Knight, for the last 3 games, I think he's between the pie. Will be interesting tonight. They are back on the ice tonight against the Anaheim Ducks. So Florida Panthers right now on the schedule to need, if they want to stay at the top of the division, is they have to win those games, and then they cannot drop those kind of game where Vegas snapped those 5 losses on the season right now. So that's great W, but they lost Jack Eichel. So that's another big news, bad news about that. I don't know how long. I don't know if it's day to day, but it's not. It's just accumulate injuries over there. And once it's not this kid, it's this kid. Once it's not this player, it's this players. It's just no stop. They play without Nicolas Hag before the game starts. So welcome, Mr. Corey Hill. Talking about injury return, that will go to that about milestone and going to go around the league. A little bit more open up. Of course, we're going to answer to your question this morning. And Mr. Andrew is coming very soon. So when he's be a part of the show, I will bring him on with us this morning. I will talk about this. Mr. Paul Philo, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Paul. Don't forget to click on the likes and that'd be great if you don't mind to do that. That'd be awesome. That'd be helping us. And we're looking out for what? 4,200 milestone, 97 to reach that level. About that'd be awesome. And we're not to welcome the insider of the Montreal Canadiens for the Hockey Nation Live Show, Mr. Andrew Lepage in the house on a Friday morning.
How's it going, Coach? How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. It's Friday, so it's every Friday it's a party at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Not always, but look, it's going to be a very good show today. We have a couple of things to talk about. I know you can talk always for the Montreal Canadiens. I have a couple of things I will share with you. What's going on around the trade deadline, and a lot of discussion left and right around the league. We'll talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs. Last night they win, honestly, and. Talk about the upset in the league last night. The Detroit beat the Vancouver. The Florida Panthers was more playing the casino at the play on the ice last night. and you can go all the way like that. And Pittsburgh surprised a little bit. The St. Louis Blues, not a big surprise, but still on the road. And the biggest loser of the game last night is really Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah.
1-0 again this. And what about the fourth straight W for Edmonton Oilers? That's they are. I'm not sure it's
They're
real,
hot.
but at least they take advantage, although the team fall apart. And that's why you have a race about, Andrew, 6, 7, 8 team racing to make the playoff. It's not easy. You cannot lose 2 games and
No.
because you're going stuck over there. Minnesota have a big slump now. Minnesota looking great right now because they won the last game. And so it's really amazing. What about the Islanders shocked the Rangers at home 2-1 last night? That's another surprise. On my part, I never thought the Islanders going to beat the Rangers at home. It's people say "Well, it's so hard right now for the prediction because we are right now and everybody, most of them play and drew for playoff time.
That's it.
Right now, so you have different factors: the playoff time and the fatigue of some players. When you hit the 50, 60, 65, now the players getting fatigued. And you say, oh, they are in shape. But many players never play that kind of the season,
It's a lot of games.
right? And then, remember, we played 56 games last season,
Yeah.
right? And then you can go all the way like that. So it's really fun about that one over there 2 years ago, and we'll see what happened about that. But we have Mr. Corey Hill, before we talk about Montreal Canadiens, said, what are your thoughts on the Thomas Chabot injury? It was too bad that happened to him. That's happened to him. I don't know if you know about the Thomas Chabot situation, but maybe
I felt
what is
so
your
bad.
impression about that?
I think he's gone for the season. It's so sad because I really like the guy. He works hard. Good player for them. He's a lot of, you can rely on him a lot. So it's really sad for Ottawa. That puts them in a pickle. But what do you do? It's a shame.
Yep. It's done for the season. Now it's confirmed about that one over there. You can see a team like Ottawa with and without him. And when you lose your quarterback, you lose your best players, I believe, on the defense side.
Definitely.
It's not looking good already for the last couple of days. And it's another team got a lot of injuries all year long. Now they play without the Germany players, Tim Stosel. He's hurt last game, so he missed the last 2 games, I believe. So that's another. They don't play without Drew Batterson for many games now. Josh Norris just came back for a couple of games. Same situation with Colin White like a couple of weeks ago, and I can go all the way like, and you know what I mean, like they missed Matt Murray at some point, and it's just a difficult year for the Ottawa Senators about to keep the players on the alert and to be a part. Don't forget everybody to click on the likes. But every day you come the next day about the post game and resume a little bit what's going on, everything like that. And I'll have a couple of questions for you, but give us a little bit your impression overall about the performance of Montreal Canadiens yesterday against the Dallas Stars. They lost an OT by a score of 4-3.
I didn't like the way we came out of the gates. Dallas came out flying, but I love the composure of Allen. Really, we could have been blown out of the water so quickly. He saved us quite a lot of the way. He made some spectacular saves. We eventually got it together, and the one thing I consistently will say, it's the fight back. I like the fact that since St. Louis has been there, the one thing we've got going for us, which is what we always wanted, was don't quit. You never know what can happen. Now, I found the officiating questionable, but we can't, if you know hockey well enough, you can't worry about that. You've got to just work around that and find a way. So we can't use that as an excuse. I think, truthfully, yes, Allen was kind of interfered with, but at the same token, we can't rely on the excuses. You know what I'm saying? We played well. I loved Schooneman. I love that what a beautiful goal he got last night. Gorgeous. And the kids, again, you look at Schooneman, Caulfield, Suzuki, Romanoff. They all had great games last night, and so the team, the effort is there. So that's what we want to see. We knew there was going to be a bit of a hole without Sherratt. Those are bigger shoes to fill, but we did not too bad, but not too bad. Again, it's the Allen kept the composure. Now, I think it could have been a different story had Montembeault been in the net. We might have been blown out six or so goals immediately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that one over there. We have to welcome Mr. Richard Mullins directly from L'Île Perrot in Montreal.
Welcome, Richard.
Jose ask you, what did you both of you think of the Toronto goal player last night? I don't know if he's talking about the goals or he talk about the goalie, the goaltender.
Goaltender played
of
great.
the Toronto Maple Leaf.
He played great. He absolutely played great. And Toronto, like I said, I didn't pick them to win with the situation they have. So again, we have to talk to Intertap on that one. But great goaltending.
Honestly, we have to be surprised by fun factors in Toronto. First of all, Austin Matthews 2-game suspension, right?
Exactly.
Whatever without him, I think Tuesday they should win the game. On my eyes, you know what I mean? Like he was not a caliber like Carolina Hurricanes, honestly, on the ice. Was Dallas Star, right? But last night, again, a Hurricane, you don't expect Toronto to win yesterday. Whatever it is, you don't expect. With Master Matthews, you know? I don't think so. They will. Yeah. I will take, Carolina, and the sport book will take advantage. Carolina, not on the same gap, but I think Toronto will be underdog with or without the 34. That's the first thing. The second thing, Marner has stepped up yesterday.
Big time.
Tuesday, it was Tavares, right? And now we have the rookie goaltender, Kyle Green, between the pipe, make a big save, and they show up and give a chance for the Toronto Maple Leafs to have an opportunity to win the two big game, I think, without Matthews. So I understand, you know, as a fan, you get excited very quickly. Now he's the next Carey Price. Breathe is going to hit the wall. My points to it, all right? If you're going to play this weekend and maybe expect to win, now they're going to lose 5-1. Now,
wait till they get to know him.
The same just going to start again. My point to you is great what happened about that one over there.
Yeah.
But that's not fix their problem.
Right. Exactly.
They don't have still a no goaltender. Oh, they have Kyle Green. Hey, 2 games.
That's right.
20 to go. And then you can figure out that. Are you willing to go with Kyle Green for the playoff?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Now, what you do with the defenseman? So, Kyle Dubas cannot keep this team with we're thinking, with Kyle Green, we are fine right now. I think it's too much right now to demanding for the young kids about that. So they have to figure out the situation with the defenseman, and they have to add at least one player, at least on the bottom 6. That would be my shopping for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, like I said, congratulations for Kyle Green. I call him Wild Green, but it's Kyle Green. And it's great. It's perfectly good. If you've Toronto Maple Leafs, you're happy about the scenarios going on over there. But you have to stay on your guard because the kid cannot carry on and you're during the playoff and everything like that.
Exactly.
All right? He's not the next Patrick Roy. He's not the next Ken Dryden. You know, that's Hammond, everything like that. So I think, but again, you have to mention what he did so far is great.
Yeah.
Toronto is still not. He still had the same problem they have at that moment. But that shows one thing. When you have a better goaltender, with an offensive, the player skill, talented they have, but the chance to win are better.
Yes, totally.
And your defensemen look better when you have a good goaltender. So again, they will have to figure out that one over there. But look, they did very well, and we'll see what happens during the weekend. Mr. Yamo Vertanen in the house.
Welcome, Yamo.
He has 4 goals the last 2 games. Visit him, Marner versus Anderson, where Anderson was again okay, not great again at Toronto Maple Leafs. Yamo look is down fairly good, so he left already. Maybe we'll say hi the next time. Good. Ottawa Senators trade for another first round pick this season. He gets something positive.
Well,
Go ahead.
yeah, they're. I mean, you got to look at it. They got a bunch of injuries. They're kind of, and they're starting to feel a lot of what we're feeling. With all the injuries, they're not making the playoffs. So technically, yes, they could. They're going to have to give something up half decent if they want a first round draft pick. So that's really up to them.
The problem is they don't have great trade players to get a first round pick. Right? If you look at what they can trade right now, Nick Paul is not going to bring you a first round pick.
Exactly.
Right? And then after that, they talk about maybe Victor Mete.
No,
he's not going to get that. They talk about Sanford. There, I don't think so. Then you have other players like Tien, White, everybody have with big contract, everything like that. So I don't think they can get that kind of players, but they can get a draft pick, a second or third or fourth round pick, everything like that.
Yeah.
But at that moment, Corey, I don't see anybody that can be on the trade market to get those kind of players in return.
I agree.
So I don't think so. Mr. Alan Barnes, welcome aboard.
Welcome, man.
Kelly, well, Coach, he did defeat Carolina. Yes, again, Kelly, they did it. But do you believe? My question is, all the fans for the fans of Toronto, do you feel comfortable to go with Kyle Green to beat and to go all the way to Stanley Cup with this goaltender? That's my point. I'm not saying he did not do well. He did great, but it's only one game. Can he beat Colorado? Can he beat the Florida Panthers? Can he beat the Tampa Bay Lightning? And he can go all the way like that. That's my question to all the fans. It's great. You can be happy about this. You feel great. 2W is not expect maybe a 1-1. But again, that's not fix exactly what Toronto need at that moment, right? And I think that we have to figure out something else after that. Campbell's coming back. What do you do?
That's right. That's exactly it. I mean, I would right now stay with the kid while he's rolling. Get what you can get out of him because it's going to.
But you have to put one out.
Yeah.
You cannot stay with 3 goaltenders the roster.
Exactly. Truthfully, for me, Mazurek, you might as well just either trade him off or send him down, whatever you're going to do.
But the problem with Marechek at that moment, you have to, whatever he's going to send back to Marlies, you have to salary cap still stay there.
That's the problem.
That's the problem about that one over there. So, Adam Berger, welcome aboard, the moderator insider of the Vegas Golden Knights.
He must be a happy man today.
Like we mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show, Jack Eichel is going to be on ER or LTIR. Another uppercut or jab, whatever you call it, for Vegas. This Vegas, I'll be honest with you, this is over. As the fans, you have to go over. That's it. You cannot come back with what they have right now. It's not no fault anybody. Too many injuries.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's it. Yeah, nothing else. It's not. It is happening sometime, and you never know. Josh Norris, no, he's a young prospect, Kelly, so he's not going to be traded nowhere. They are going to build that team around Josh Norris. About that, what is no Toronto slowing on the trade? What is no Toronto slowing on the trade? The good, simple, interesting. What are you going to do, honestly, about that one over there? Over Marechek on the playoff, yes, about that one over there. We'll see. We'll see, Kelly, about that one over there. Don't want to burn out the goalie. Either look at Campbell, Jose Duarte. That's a big problem over there for sure, Jose. I go with you. Frank Zanazar from Germany.
Welcome, Frank.
I'm sure Frank wake up in Germany this morning. Now it's late afternoon over there, and not very happy about what happening last night. Here we go. He got his comment right now. We did not get the win last night with Vegas. Half roster out of the lineup. Bad performance. I agree with you, Frank. I think they celebrate too much in the casino the night before.
Yes.
They need a curfew over there because it was not very good. And they travel after the game. Now they play back tonight. I believe they play Anaheim.
Yeah.
I cannot. So it's a short trip, but still, no reason for the Florida to win. they are 2 points like that. It's like a gift, right? It's like you cannot lose those 2 points right there. It's really disappointed if you are right now the coach, staff management, everything like that.
Yeah.
We'll be interested now, Frank, if they are going to chasing now the Claude Giroux about that one over there. So it'll be interesting about that. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. It'll be great. Could you see Zazev been traded? It could be, but the problem with Zazev, you have too many defensemen, and that's the problem right now in NHL. You have too many defensemen, like Kulak, example, right? Like Justin Brown, like Colin McMillan, Calvin Dehan. Now we have Hampus Lindholm join the party right now. And I can go like 10 more defensemen in NHL all on the market to get trade. And everybody right now don't make a trade for those because what? They don't want to pay.
Money. Yeah.
They don't want to pay back a first-round pick, everything like that. So it could be Corey. It's just they don't want to get a big number in return about that one over there, honestly. Frank with it. Hey, the best brother of the brother we talk about is in the house. When he show up, we feel great, we feel happy, we feel good because we the best brother we love the most. I'm talking about Mr. Nooner in the house.
Hey, welcome, Mr. Nooner.
I'm conscious about this game over there. Like you mentioned earlier. Let me finish with Frank. He said, don't want Giroux to get Brendan Eagle 3 years for 1.5. It's just like Frank. Anyway, whatever you get with Giroux is going to be a rental players, I believe. So it's funny because when I studied the Panthers this morning, do you know all those forward are all left?
Isn't that weird, eh?
They all shoot left.
Wow.
Very, you can go, you look at Huberdeau and you look Barkov and, but Giroux is the right one. So that will helping them a little bit about that one over there. I think also, Frank, they need more leadership, and Giroux bring that kind of leadership. He's a captain. So for me, for Randall, it's all much how you pay in return.
That's right.
That's the problem about that one over there. Mr. RG, welcome back.
Welcome, RJ.
I think it would be pointless for Colorado to grab him. I still believe, Ron, that the team get Giroux. The chance to win the Stanley Cup increasing for 20%. And if they are Colorado or Florida, now
gives them the edge.
What happening with Giroux and Florida Panthers is now they can play against Carolina with the Lightning with no problem. They are stuck in the net, they are stuck on the defenseman, and they will be stuck on the top 9 over there. So it will be really interesting about how he's going to get. And if you go Colorado, that will fix the top 6 over there. I still believe Colorado don't have a second liner, left winger. It's Nick Kushin right now. And I think if you get Giroux over there, you balance better your lineup for the top 9 over there in Colorado. So for me, I think that would be the reason about that. Mr. Ryan Basque back in the house.
Welcome, Ryan.
With Mr. Taylor Happ and the house about that. Let's dive in here, Mr. Inotap. I always call you Mr. Inotap. It's no big deal. You know exactly, because I want to talk about this. The goal at the end of the game with interference or no interference. What is your interpretation about that goal?
Again, when you watched it, it was so close. Like, I did see interference with his blocker. He was in the crease. It's really a tight call. I thought it was a bit of interference, but at the same token, I've seen a lot worse than that. And it was a tight call. I just find one thing I am finding, though, a lot of the calls this year, and actually 2 or 3 years, are going against the Habs. So I don't know what's going on there. Because if that had been Gallagher interfering, I really do believe it would have been called off if it was the other way around.
I was listening. I don't know what I was doing this morning. I did so many things, but
It was close.
here's my point here about that. The inconsistency, the call.
Yes.
That's my biggest problem. You understand the Montreal, I would say to you, Montreal did not get a lot of good call for them this season. All right?
No.
And we know it's fun player like Marchand, Gallagher, they put their nose in front of the net. They're going to get against them most of the time. That's the part who they are. But I follow the rules. Seguin is it in the crease? He is. This Seguin could push by someone? No.
Nope.
Did Seguin touch the goaltender with a stick? Yes.
Yep.
That make 3 check right there. So what you
I
need
agree.
to do more after that? Yeah, but he didn't bother the goaltender. Yeah, but it's no matter. You're already in the crease. Your stick is already touching Allen. It didn't push by anybody.
Right.
How many check you need to get to be sure you have no goal on that one over there? So for me, I don't see as a goal on my eyes in it. I'm not make this an excuse. I try to show to everybody, and it could be Toronto, Montreal, or it could be Colorado. I just want to show an angle of the goal. What are the check? What is not right? What is right? I don't know anymore. We don't know anymore. Because now you have 3 things he did wrong.
Right.
But you have a goal.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree totally.
I don't get it, honestly. Now, if
There's
he's
no-
outside the crease in front of Allen, he touches the blocker, it's not a matter because he's right there outside the crease. Now he said, you have a goal because he did not interference with the goaltender. It's not a matter you touch the goaltender. For me, I don't get it, honestly, on that one there.
I don't
A
either.
few calls last night, the high stick against Joan Armia at the beginning of the game on power play. He did not call it. 2 minutes later, you get a nice stick against Likonen in the face. Do not call it again. That's 2 times over there. And I did not see again. The people was complaining last night in the chat about Joel Armia interference against the goaltender. I had to look again. I did not apologize, but they was complaining about this. The fans, Montreal, they thought there was no interference. And I could not respond about that one there. I cannot. I need to look about that. But my point is just like, it's not about the goal only, this goal. I know we are Montreal Canadiens, but I want to show what the inconsistency of the call, no call, is good, is not good. That's what that was my point here this morning. That's it. Nothing else, nothing, complaining about that one over there, about that. I don't know, what do you think around that?
Like I say, I mean, I know what they're talking about with that Armia penalty that was called when he ran into the goaltender, but the goaltender fumbled the puck. He had nowhere else to go. He was trying to play the puck. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, once the goalie made a mistake, to me, that's fair game. I'm sorry. Armia was trying to get to the puck. The goalie decides to step in front of him. What are you going to do? And that's exactly my point. I've seen several penalties that the Habs got called upon, and I would have had no problem with it. But do it the other way, too. Give us some consistency. Call it on the other end as well. And there was a lot of calls in that game.
I was just trying to follow the rules. What they are the rules, right? Is an interference or an obstruction on, again, a goalie or not? So that's my point this morning.
He took the space. He took the space away from Allen when he was in the crease. So how is Allen supposed to move to make the save? He can't. He can't.
Exactly about that one over there. So we'll be interesting about what we're going to do. Let's go run. And I don't know, did we answer to run about, do you think Giroux will go? I think it would be pointless for Colin to grab him. He said that. We talk about this, right? We answer?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think he's one of the 2 teams will probably pick him up between Colorado or Florida. And I think, like Coach says, I'm on the same page. Whoever does is going to have the better shot in the playoffs, in my opinion. But I do think he's going back.
Let's make a prediction bold there right now, Mr. Inota, because we are ball, Mr. Andrew. So it fit good, me and you together. So which team you think he refused to go to Boston Bruins? He refused to go to New York Rangers. But if any team in NHL without Colorado and Florida, where you said they are just like, wow, that would be crazy if you go there. Which team right now you believe that would be a great asset for the team? If they can fit him, if he works, everything like. Which team I think you would expect, or you maybe looking he could go?
Other than those two teams, is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Okay, other than those two teams, wow, that's a hard one. My God, if you can't pick Colorado or Florida, I would look at. Hey, then again, like Tampa needs an injection. When you look at it, there's something not clicking in Tampa right now. Even though we know they do this every year. I'm waiting for them to make a big move. But imagine if Carolina got them.
I
Oh
still
my
believe me.
God.
If I was the St. Louis Blues,
Yeah, he's going to help whoever gets him.
I will send him. Now, St. Louis Blues, and we're going to talk a little bit later, but I think they was looking out for Lane home for Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah,
They need a big defenseman over there. Coach, do you think Petrie would get traded?
not until the off season.
I agree with you about that. I don't see until Monday get there. Philadelphia is playing the Ottawa Senators tonight, 7. Would Ottawa and Philadelphia do a trade?
Anything's possible, but they're not going to get Giroux. If you're thinking that, Giroux will not go to Ottawa. He's
I don't
gonna go
see
to
both
a-
of them make a trade. Both of them
I
are
don't
sailor.
Yeah, I
Now
agree.
they can make a trade
No
with other
point.
team in NHL, but they're not going to trade between the both of them,
Right.
right? Frank, don't want to lose Denisenko or Eponiemi. I feel that's what they are giving up just for a rental. We have someone younger, a Giroux guy we can sign long term.
It's a
Sometime,
good
Frank,
point.
some point, Frank, to win a Stanley Cup, you sometimes
Got it.
you miss only one piece of the puzzle.
That's right.
Second thing, you never going to be close to win a Stanley Cup year after years. I believe the Predators have a chance right now. I believe they are the top best 4 team in NHL. A visitor looking for that. Now, what they get in return, because they don't have first round pick, they're going to get a second round pick. That will cost them Denisenko and or Eponiemi. One of the two right there. They will give them in return Owen Tippett. That's the trade I expect. Second round
That's
pick,
what I think.
Denisenko or Eponiemi and Owen Tippett.
Yeah. I see
That's
that
what I
one.
believe.
Really,
I could be
I
wrong
have a
here.
feel that
And
that
I don't know if you know
Florida-
about Mr. Andrew. Everything is big over there. I'm talking about the cookies, and this is in Texas. Mr. Who's up? Laham and the house.
Hey, welcome.
Corey I agree with your analogy about that goal, and he's right about that. And again, like you said, I'm a Senator fan, and I would say to him, if he was a Senator, I would do exactly the same. I just want to show an example. It's not Montreal Canadiens. It's not
Doesn't
an
matter who it
excuse.
is.
It don't change anything. We finished last. It's not the point. I want to
Right.
prove today the inconsistency of the call in the NHL. That's it. And I hope everybody is up every day. Just like the Matthews suspension, inconsistency around the league.
No. Matthews unfortunately tried to take his head off, but there is some inconsistency. I'll give you this. Because
Yes, that's my point. I don't think it's an inconsistency for the 2 game Matthews got. My point is you never know the gesture of someone, it's going to get that number of game. That's my problem.
Right.
You have no range. You have no black and white writing. Say, hey, if Matthews the first attempt is the first time he does this, and is a crush kicking on the head, equal 2 game. And then if this guy does this, a swift foot, and he got a game misconduct, and this because it's the second time he got 4 game. Yeah, nothing.
Right.
It's every case. It's evaluation after evaluation, and they never know. And that's the problem for what she said, the inconsistency of the suspension.
She's right there.
Because you never know. Again,
Yeah,
for me,
I
2
think
games
that-
for Matthews, I'm fine with that part over there.
Yeah.
But it's wrapping to someone else. Let's do the same thing.
That's my point too. I agree with you, Coach. It's like, let's put it on the books of saying, no matter what level a hockey player this is, star or not star, it's 2 games for a first offense. Okay, if it's a second offense, it's 4 games. Let's have consistency.
Yep. Good morning, Mr. Dan Asham. Welcome aboard. Vince Colangelo. He's a Leaf fan. Mr. Andrew, look about that. I will tell you one thing right now. His name Vince Colangelo, right?
Right.
You see that, right? I feel like this one over there. I'm going to call it right now. This is the starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. From the left fielder, number 31, Vince Colangelo. I feel his name more like a baseball player than a hockey player, but I love it.
Well done, Coach.
I don't know. Body
Sounds
forward.
good.
Left fielder, number 31, Vince Colangelo. I don't know. I should be maybe go to the baseball game more often. I miss that one over there. Carolina. Maybe Pittsburgh. Oh, that's a good one over there. I like that one. Edmonton too. It's Pittsburgh win a wild card. No, Pittsburgh is second position right now in the Metropolitan Division. Wow.
Oh, they're making
confirmed by run. That's great, guys. You answer each other. Will Chicago be a big sell?
If there's offers made, yes, but I don't see Kane going anywhere. I don't see Fleury going anywhere either. I just really don't see it.
Sell, yes.
Not totally.
Big, no. When I said big, no, it's because you expect maybe Kubalik, right. Maybe one big right there. But the Angel, the Dehan, those the journeyman Utsiti players. Yeah. That's what I expect from Chicago right there. Now, we talk about Fleury. But it's not Chicago trade Fleury. It's Fleury trade himself to someone.
True. Yeah.
So that would be something. No, bring Giroux at LA to help run him.
Well, he's right. Claude Giroux will help anybody, whoever he goes to.
Ransom, we need defensemen right now. Anytime, Kelly, I agree with you. Jose, sorry, coach. Everyone else got fined. Matthews got suspended. But again, it's when we talk about suspension, we talk about everything. It's not about the fine or only suspension. I was talking about everything. They make a call, right? They have to be a prototype of the rules they should follow. It's every case is different. That's the problem about that one there.
Yeah.
Matthews should have got more 2 games. That's Hampton to anger. Not Noner. I think 2 game is gesture about that one over there for me. How is Quick doing? I always like this play. Kelly, look at the Marchand repeat offender. He should get more game for the more offense. I love that, guys. Thanks for that. I play shortstop. I'm a goalie on hockey. Here we go. I knew he was a baseball player. I knew. I wouldn't be surprised he was born in Puerto Rico in Venezuela. By the way, Mr. Andrew, about that one over there. The number 6 shortstop, Vince Colangelo.
God, that sounds good too.
I just feel great about that. Mr. Johnny Golden and the house.
Hey, welcome, Johnny.
Johnny, you have a question, Mr. Andrew, about Lekonen. Let's holding this, Johnny, for 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. I'm coming with this very soon. Quick as show a write down, Kelly. He is amazing to run the cup. Around that team was really good about that one over there. Quick is having a bounce back year. A GGAI is safe, percentage is low, but he has bailed out a king a lot of time, like usually. Inconsistency sometimes, Jonathan Quick, but he have a better year, I believe, for the last 2 years. Remember, Ottawa Senators played Chicago Blackhawks. There was 3 missed calls, goaltender interference, and missed one of the 3 missed penalty. That's until Senator fans. Exactly about that one over there. Yeah. And then RG update, MLB baseball pack today, game spring training. Here we go. I knew RG is going to talk about this for sure. Not about that one over there. We have no time for that one over there. We are going to show to you a couple of news around the league. Thomas Chabot out for the rest of the season. Really another great,
Shame. It's a shame.
another uppercut
That's
for the
close.
Ottawa Senators, going to lose their captain for the rest of the season. And do you know the goaltender?
No.
She becomes Saturday the third goaltender in the QM as a woman to be starting goaltender for the Gatineau Eva Gascon. She's going to be between the pipe, and she's the next Manon Réaume. So congratulations for Eva. Not backup, but starter. And that's what I love to see that. And congratulations as a goaltender QM. We wish the best. We don't like, maybe she lose, but I don't like to be got blowout like 9-1 or 9-2, but hopefully she can keep the team in the race. By the way, all we have is assistant coach Raphael Pierre Richer with us next month. So I'm going to talk about him. If I can get him quicker, I would love to do this, but we'll have to communicate with him. But what's happening about this? So congratulations for
Definitely.
for her about that one over there. Most player accurate during a franchise deadline since 1979, 1980, Mr. Andrew. Pittsburgh, 68 trade at the trade deadline, 65 Vancouver Rangers, Edmonton, Anaheim. They are the top 5 team make the most trade during that one over there.
Yeah.
I have an argument yesterday, not an argument, but a conversation about who's going to win the Norris. I still believe Roman Ozzy won the Norris this year. Only 6 defensemen have reached the 70-point mark in few games. Roman Ozzy, 59 game. He's on fire, guys. I understand what Cal McCall does and everything like that. But right now, he's the best defenseman in NHL. Without him, Nashville is nowhere.
I agree.
Talking about Nashville, what about Tanner Janot? Became the second Predator rookie to score at least 20 goals in the season, the joining Philip Forsberg, 26 goals. My point to you is he's not going to win the Calder Trophy.
No.
But he's underrated. He can hit, he can fight, he is a dangerous player on the good ways. When I said that over there, he's a great third liner, and I think the people don't know him enough. But wow, what a player he is, Tanner Janot. So congratulations for him about that one there. And Mr. Aaron Ekblad for the Florida Panthers got the 291 most point by the defenseman franchise history and just become the best one for them. So congratulations. That brings me to 2 points about that, Mr. Andrew, is this part over there.
Yeah.
1,000 game for Mr. Claude Giroux yesterday.
Congrats.
Isn't that strange? Reach is 1,000 game with one organization. All right.
It's beautiful.
He
Beautiful to
joined
see
Bobby
that.
Clark as the second flower player to reach that milestone, and all the play game with them, never betrayed. And now, after the game, you have to say, "Oh, I cannot go with my team because I'm the captain, but I cannot go because I'm going to maybe get traded tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday or Monday." So we talked earlier about which team. Now I'm going to the final question about him. What is the chance he's still with the Flyers? The percentage, 10, 20, 50, or you really believe he's going to be traded?
Ooh, wow. Yeah, I do believe he's going to be traded. Now, mind you, I do think he'll, at the end of the season, go back to Philly. But I do think he's going to get traded, and I do think it's going to be Colorado or Florida. I really do.
I still believe he's going to be traded, unfortunately, but you talk about an icon, you talk about, it's sad to losing him that way over there. It's a bit like, I was feeling like I said to someone last night, I said he would play his 1,000 game, everybody celebrate him. He played one shift, then he leave after that the game. But it didn't happen that way. But again, it's sad to see that. Whatever is the athletes, whichever he played for any other team like Montreal Canadiens, because honestly, my heart was in Montreal, but I always have I admire those kind of players. The Steve Eisenman, right? The Mario Lemieux, the Sidney Crosby, and I remember when Mario Lemieux got retired. I remember those players, the best of the best retired with tears I have in my eyes. It's not I did not never cheer for them, but the way they get out the game, everything like that. But here's an example of what he did, Claude Giroux, for the Flyers. He gave his heart. He played for the logo. And whatever I don't like the Flyers, right? You have to give credit for what he did. And I don't know what's the next adventure, but we wish the best for sure. But great accomplishment, I believe, for Claude Giroux last night. We have a few people talking in the chat. I'm going to catch up with everybody else about that. Ron Jose Matthews got fined over $186,000.
What's the point?
I don't know. I thought he was, I'm not sure, plus suspended. Yes, Ron. Which goalie deserves the Vezina? I believe should be Chesterkin.
Yeah, I agree.
At that moment, he's on nomination with Max Strom. Honestly, I believe he's going to be both of them, one or two of them. But Chesterkin right now is really the only one. He should get it on my eyes about that.
I agree.
So he got both, and others just got fined, and no suspension is the point I'm making, Ron, but probably making an example out of him. Any players hit the head to opponent players at any moment should get suspended in my book over there.
Yeah. And in my opinion, Coach, I honestly think the fine to all of them, that's the whole league, should be much higher than what it is. That's chump change for him.
Now, I want to be clarified this with Ron and Jose. He played 80 game in NHL, right? He won $11 million. How much is it per game? Like, is it like $100 per game he got?
Yeah, exactly.
150 makes?
Not much.
I'm surprised he got also suspended. My point is like, I'm surprised he got fined also.
You know what? I'm not. And I would rather see it again. Do I think he should be the only one? No. What I'm saying is they all should get that on top of it. Because maybe if they feel it in their pocket, they'll think twice. You know what I mean?
No, my point is like, it looked like he got suspended a fine. I believe the fine we are talking about is more the money he loses for his salary cap or for his salary.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the money of what the league suspend him plus they give him a fine. I think it's because he lose 2 games. That's the money he loses.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have to look about that, but I think that's the way. That's what I'm thinking about this. I don't think so. He got a fine, additional fine. I'll be shocked. I never heard that before.
No,
but I could be wrong here. I'm not sure he's not right. He's not wrong.
But I agree with you.
Could you make an equipment for Bernie Kachuk for the Hart Trophy because he's doing really great? No, Corey. He's not. He's far to be Hart Trophy. The team is not make the playoff, and he's not the best player overall. I don't see Corey allowed, unfortunately. I get what you said just now. 1B, Colorado. Hey, RJ. One is Renault's question. Without Lester Guy, I could really see the Avalanche making a massive push for him, but I truly believe he'll go to Florida. The expert said he's going to Florida for sure about that one over there. A legend from Start, happy 45-0. Zeno Shara is 45 years old. Hendy Kuivula in the house. Oh, not that one over there. Swamo Yager. Oh, Mitch Jagger.
Okay.
I'm sure he's happy. His Edmonton win yesterday. Again, 7.45, 81-11. Why does Marchand get away with his crap? He makes 7.45 a game. He makes over $100 per game, obviously. A legend from he got this one over there. And yet Austin Matthews also repeat offender who has been into trouble before. I don't think so. He was into trouble before Austin Matthews.
I don't think he was either. No, I don't. And I do think that the more they do repeat offend, I have to agree. I think it should be harsher if you keep repeating.
Yep. Let's move on for Travis Jarry, fourth goaltender in the Penguins story to record 30 wins in one season. Fleury did 8 times, Barrasso twice, Matt Murray 1, Tristan Jarry 1 time. Congratulations about that one over there. First goal after Corey Schooneman for the Montreal Canadiens yesterday. Congratulations, a great slap shot for the blue line. That be happen about that one over there. We have 10 games in NHL. Most of you guys know exactly. Surprise over there. Too much upset. I have no time talking about this. The show is supposed to talk about those games, but we talk too many things about fun things, and I'm okay with that part over there. And then Mr. Likanen here. Here we go for people in the chat. Do you know this? Radulov, the last 3 years, 22 goals, 45 assists, 67 points, makes 6.25 cap hit. Likanen,
wow.
33 goals, 35 assists, 68 points. Thank you so much, Marc Bergevin, for not bidding on the Radulov whatsoever.
Yeah.
The fans was upset to keep Radulov.
Yeah.
That proves sometime we only look for the bad move, but we never look about the good move. And Marc Bergevin, that one is a winner about that one over there. What Lekanen is, complete play, a leader, playoff performance, play in all situations, reliable. What is not always, cannot constantly score, a middle 6 player, career here and a contract here. Amir Biron and Gallagher under contract, team short-term plan unknown. Here was my question, because that's the question now we are. Lekanen, do you trade him or you not trade him? Do you keep him or you not keep him? Do you build your team around Lekanen for the next 4 or 5 years? What do you do with Lekanen?
I would like to keep him and build around him, but if you get too good of an offer that blows you out of the water, you got to take it.
Do you believe it's more preferable for the Montreal to build that Lekanen for the next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, that gets tricky. I like I say, he's definitely a fan favorite with the effort he puts in, and I see that in him. I'd like to see him stay, but again, I can see the logistics of it. If you are getting a lot in return for him, will he be at that level in 4 or 5 years? Will you get that value back? I don't think you will. So I think if you're blown out of the water, you take that big offer if you're blown out of the water. That's a big if.
Yep. I still believe a first-round pick is not good enough.
I agree.
You have to go with 3 players.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get almost like a second-round pick. You're going to give a prospect B, so they need to give them a prospect A and another players.
Yeah,
if not, keep him.
Because you can't even be guaranteed a player turns out.
Now, I'm going to go to another side. Are you happy? Would you be happy to sign him a $4.5 million for the next 6 years?
I would rather have him. I'd rather have him only for 2 or 3 years, to tell you the truth. And it's me. I'm kind of at between 3.5 and 4.
Because those numbers coming very soon for him.
Yeah, they are. That's the scary part, and that's why I'm saying, boy, we're getting in tricky territory, because he may.
That's what the discussion I have with you, Andrew. It's not like I believe you need him, but I don't think so. You have to pay him at that level.
Right.
Because he's not scored yet 25 goals in the NHL.
That's my point, too.
Right?
That's
so
why
he's not a top 6. He's more like a bottom 6, third line. Now, he does different things. Like I said, he play performance, complete play, everything like that. But is it worth it to spend him a $4.5 million for 6 years?
No.
Because when he's going to be UFA next year, he's going to get those kind of number. So if
That's
Montreal is a
scary.
good that direction with him, or they get triple in return and they move on with this. Ken Hughes said something great yesterday. I prefer to get a players already established at 20 years old, like
Yeah.
Ty Similak got a prospect at 18 years old, and we need to we have to restart him again completely. And so it'll be very interesting about that one of them. I just want sharing with everybody about that one over there. So I want to continue what we have, Mr. Andrew, before we leave. Do we have any fantasy hockey player here? Yes, Vince, we can talk about this very quickly. Check Run is out a minimum 2 or 4 weeks, confirmed by Ron. I appreciate that. Depending on what someone offered for Lekanen, yes, Andrew. Vince, he will miss 2 for the hockey. Thanks, I need some defense right now. With Tony DeAngelo out, is looking tough right now. Vince, be patient. DeAngelo is coming very soon. Keep DeAngelo at that moment over there. That'll be something about this. Vincent, check my videos. Vince. Check my videos every Monday morning. I'm talking about the fantasy hockey. And sometime that will give you a tip to pick up a secondary, third defenseman where he can make, because the team play 4 games during the week. So I will suggest you, Vince, to subscribe, click on the likes, and also follow my videos. You will be interested about that all there. Ottawa Senators has a lot of prospect and rookies, a lot of pick. A run, John, I have the DeAngelo out run. 4.5 for 6 years is a steal.
I think it's a bit much. That's just me. I love Lekanen. I just don't think he's consistently gotten the points to that level to be owed that, if you know what I mean. I think, honestly, 4 is my ceiling to me. And I also would say 3 years.
Vince said, I will say to you, between Anderson and Dallin, you can go with Anderson. Vince, Calgary winning, everything like that. They couldn't bring away more for your team que the scoring about that one over there. I agree with him about that one over there. That's again where Check Run come into play for me. To open is prop with his new team. The key, Vince, if it's not a league at long term, but the league is over, you have to remember you have only 5 weeks coming now for NHL, and then some fantasy shut down in the next 3 weeks, and then you go to playoff. So we have different rules or different thing like that about that one over there. Ron should be one come out the show one day. He was very informative. If Checker missed 2 weeks, he's worth it. If he missed 4, I said no. If he was me, I would grab him and check the update on him. Ab will lose Lekanen at least money. One is UFA.
They got another year to go. So, they can make that decision. They don't have to do it immediately. You know what I'm saying? They got 1 more year with him. They can work on a contract and see what he's doing. Unless we get an offer that blows us out of the water, you got to take it.
Yep, about that one over there. I think that's that's Johnny question earlier. I think it was about him, about Lekanen. What thing makes sense as a trading partner for Lekanen?
Oh, I think New York Rangers.
That's what he said.
Kings. Yeah.
I still the Blues, the Rangers are the 2 teams I was looking for, Johnny, about that. Both of them have a first-round pick, and the Rangers have a lot of prospect and return.
They really want them.
Same thing with Los Angeles, but I don't know if Los Angeles is going to hit over there.
Right.
Do you believe Canada get another NHL team in the future? No.
Not a chance.
Not a chance over there about that one over there. What goalie would be a good idea to stream tonight? I have Campbell off. Yeah, so I can pick someone up, and I would prefer goalie he can get an easy win. For the game tonight, Vince, or is it for in general for the week or for the season? That would be something you have to tell us, and I can give you an answer. I don't know which goalie is available also, honestly. But Colorado win tonight. Panthers should win. Flame win. Boston Jet. I will go with Jets, me. I was surprised,
Me
everybody.
too.
Washington,
too.
Carolina. Carolina, oof, Washington will be hard. Senator Flowers. That's a two team right now. I don't know, honestly.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Yeah.
What going to be? It could be someone. Yeah. For tonight, I'm hoping swimming will start for Boston. Yes. But he played in Winnipeg. Winnipeg looking good. And Bergeron is out. So that's a bad news for
I say Winnipeg.
for them. Yes, exactly. So I would be surprised about that one over there. Mr. Andrew, we keep you because what we're going now, we're going to do what?
Over under.
Oh, yeah, it's time.
Oh my God!
It's time of the under and over. Mr. Hellebuck is still on the market to pick up to take Hellebuck. Monday, Mr. Renault win and Adam Berger. Tuesday, Renault win again. 2 win W. Wednesday, you win with Richard Mullen. And then Thursday, Ron with Kings have a perfect game yesterday. So is going to be who is going to win today? I don't know about that one over there.
Oh my God!
Alexandre Meillard, no. If you get a first round pick, they're going to leave you. They protect neighbors, Balzic. You're going to be looking more for Dylan Pedersen in that area if you get Lekanen with a first round pick over there. And Ronnie is great. Polak play right now over there. And main girl hockey, welcome aboard. And it's time for the first question of the day, Mr. Andrew Elessa. Today, we are going to be where, Coach? Claude Giroux was draft 2006. So what we're doing to talk? NHL draft 2006. How many players play 1,000 game and more in the NHL? The number is 6. Under, over, exact. Claude Giroux is one of them. We see who going to step up. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. Kelly, she said, oh, exact. Exact, I think. Vincent. RJ, exact. Mingle, exact. Corey Hill, over. My birthday is June 6, so I pick C. Here we go. Andy said over. Ron with Kings, under. John Grega, under. We're going to have a mulligan for the first question of the day. We're going to wait a little bit longer. During the time, Mr. Andrew, you can give us your answer of that one.
C.
C for Andrew Lepage. Center ice. We're still waiting for a couple of more mulligan. Anybody want to add about that one over there? Ron with Kings. He did it. Everything like that. Let's move on to the answer of today. And let's start with that one there. It's Andrew start with the right way on the wrong way.
Oh my God!
Joseph Laham said B for over. And the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is he did it. Exact. Congratulations about that one over there. Miss Kelly, Vincent, Vince, RJ, Main Girl Hockey, and Andrew Lepage take the lead about that. This Mr. Intertap is in the house.
Oh, right on, Intertap. Good. How you
Is
doing,
it in
buddy?
the house?
I don't know.
Intertap
Is
said
it?
C. I don't get him. I don't know where he was here about this. But question number 2.
Oh my God!
It's not over yet. Because question number 2. NHL Draft 2006. 213 player was selected, Mr. Andrew. How many of them never play a game in NHL? 125 players never been in NHL. Under or over? All right, Kelly. Wait for the first one. Step up for the answer. Ron with King set over. Thank you. Joseph, go back with over. Kelly, over.
Yeah.
Mangle, under. John Gregor, over. Mom said over. Andy, I had assure me. I prefer to call you Andy. Corey Hill, under. Vince Colangelo, under. Andrew,
Over.
over. Do we have RJ? RJ. I don't have RJ. It's okay.
Oh my God!
I love that.
He said over. The answer is under. 122 players did not play in NHL, and we have right now main girl hockey and Vance for the first time in the chat. They the lead at 2, and then we're RJ, Andy, Kelly, you, and we have Corey Hill right now at 1. And that's what we at that moment for the last question of the day. Some can win, some can lose, and we'll see what happens.
Oh my God!
The last question of the day. Who is going to be the winner of the week? Since they are in NHL, the Philadelphia Flyers, how many players they select as an NHL draft pick since the beginning in 1972 or 67? 509 selection NHL draft pick by the Flyers. Is it under, over, or exact? Joseph said over. Joseph maybe go for 0 and 3 today. Haha, Kelly, I never that look this stuff up. I mean, I do now. And we'll see. Men under said under. Wow, the time is over. We have only 2 answers. People looking. John Gregor said under. Curry said under 508. Kelly said exact. Round with King said under. Andy said on exact. Mr. Andrew.
Under.
Under. I miss Vance College. Vance. RJ said exact. I don't have the answer from Vance. Can Vance disappear at the way he could win? Vance and under. Here we go. So both of them, Mr. Andrew, if they are under, they win. If they are, it's over or exact, they lose, and maybe some of you win every time that. But honestly, Mr. Andrew, you cannot win because you said under, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot win.
No, I cannot.
But you can finish second. The answer, that one, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God!
it's under 503 players select by the Flyers, and we have 2 winners today. For the first time, Vince Colangelo, main goal hockey. Both of them participate for the first time, and they win today. Congratulations. Mr. I find you back here. And congratulations for both of them.
Excellent job, guys.
Andrew Lepage and Corey Hill finish at 2. John Gregor, RJ, Round with Kings, Kelly, and Andy at 1. Joseph Laham at 0. I did not mention his name, but he has 0. We love you, Joseph. Usually it's Yamo. But Yamo is not here, so we're going to take advantage of that one over there. But everybody participate. Have a good one. Congratulations. You will be added on the list next time. That would Kelly. We got one. John Gregor. Consolation. Honestly, about that one over there. Mr. Andrew, we thank you so much. You don't know, but next time we see you, it's Sunday night.
Excellent.
The power play back Sunday night for you guys with the Let's Talk Abs. We're going to go through the weekend, everything like that, and we'll see what's happening. But we really thank you again for your participation today, and I can wait to see you next time. Until then, we wish you an amazing, great weekend, Mr. Again, Andrew Lapage. So everybody in the chat, please stand up, make some noise, and said for Mr. Andrew. Thank you again. We appreciate it again. And everybody.
And everybody.
Everybody. Whoop. I will make some noise now for you. Here we go. Have an amazing, great weekend, Mr. Andrew. Thanks again.
Have a great.
Everybody, this is the end of the show for the another morning skate show. I know not many people. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great day with us today. You enjoy it. And thanks again, Main Girl Hockey. And also, congratulations to Vince, Colangelo, and the rest of the group. We really appreciate again for you win today. Until then, my friend, we want to remind you, we are back at 6 o'clock p.m. tonight with In Our Tap. We should be back at 9 o'clock. Possible. If not, we do tomorrow night the game. Montreal Canadiens hosts the Ottawa Senators. Until then, we want to remind each one of you, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate your participation, like I mentioned. Until then, we wish to remind you one more thing. Of course, be well, be healthy, and find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate your 2022. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.
What do I know? What's going on now?
Thank you, Johnny Golden. Thank you, John Gregor, Corey Hill, Kelly, Vince Colangelo, Joseph Laham. Take it easy. Run with Kings, Andy Cuivula, Main Girl Hockey, Jose Duarte. And if I forgot your name, we apologize, but that's what I need. RJ Corey Hill.
And get a touch of that reality. Don't want another surprise.
Thank you, Andrew.
Just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? What you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so?
Yeah,